Beautiful people, wherever you find yourself, this is Showbiz Now. My name is KMJ. I was born to talk here on the show today. It's an extension of what we've been talking about throughout the day. In the meantime, you're welcome to the show. George Britain leads 80% GH Music Play campaign. Artist, manager, and entertainment critic George Mensa Britain has initiated a campaign dubbed I Support 80% GH Music on Our Airwaves to advocate for massive Ghanaian music on our airwaves. Now, speaking with Showbiz Now and campaign on Monday, George said that the arts and entertainment industry has been neglected by so-called gatekeepers of our industry and policymakers who have failed to put systems in place to support budding artists in Ghana. Now, globally, musicians are members of various organizations and councils which promote their interests, but that, he said, is the reverse in Ghana, where the artists are left to struggle on their own. Now, this isn't a campaign to brew rivalry between Ghana and the other countries, but to create the opportunity for Ghanaian musicians to enjoy their own labor in their country. Now, what's the essence when an artist has to personally work hard to start a career and can't even get support from home by getting his or her music played on there? He asked. Now, the aim of the 80% support GH music on our airwaves seems to have caught on quickly with some artists who have endorsed the campaign by posting on the various social media platforms. Now, one such artist who has been very vocal since the campaign actually started is Kwamaster, prior fame. Now, in a chat with Showbiz Now, he described as unfair how Ghanaian musicians compete with foreigners for airplay. And he says, I think it's time for us to take a look at this system to save us and the industry as well, he stated. Now, Ghana is not the only country leading such a campaign. In August last year, embittered Kenyan artists held a demonstration to register their displeasure about foreign music ruling their airwaves. And according to a BBC report, the musicians called on radio and television stations to give local artists more airplay. They wanted 70% of airtime to be devoted to Kenyan music. So yes, that's what actually seems to be going on in various places. In Nigeria, we had about 80% actually going on and, well, 20% for the other people. But this is a sequel to our conversation we had yesterday. And today, well, this is what we're going to be talking about. But in the interim, Sarkodie has also spoken about these very issues. And it says that we need a good content to promote the play of 80% GH music campaign. Yes, that's what Sarkodie is saying. Now, Michael Owusu-Addo, popularly known as Sarkodie, has added his voice to the ongoing Play 80% GH music campaign. In an interview with Hits FM's morning show host Andy Dusty, Sarkodie actually advised that good structures should be put in place for artists to produce good content, which will help push the Play 80% GH music agenda. Now, Sarkodie believes that sometimes, you might just want to play 80%, but if you don't have the content to do it, it becomes a problem. And so this has been the conversation that a lot of people have been talking about over the past 2 weeks. And today, we want to just sit down and make sure we get into it proper. Now, the lead proponent of this movement in name of George Britain Mensa is actually the person who began all these, and we want to find out indeed if we're having a losing battle already. So that's the conversation coming up. But in the meantime, let's check into this one. We come back. Showbiz Now continues here on the show.
A conversation worth having, which can be part of it. But bottom line is, if you're about to force the people to listen to this type of music, they need to be ready for the content they're about to listen to. Already they've been exposed to listen to world music, so packaging to them has to be important at this point. And that's when the likes of, I was telling him, the likes of Nana Pia, that those type of people are very important at this point, that we need to encourage them. That's what these countries have that we don't have. It's not talent. It has to do with how they make the artists feel. So imagine if you have signed you, Mr. Don, and give you $500,000, giving you a house and some cars. The luxury for you to, like, the work, so now we psychologically. So Ghanaian artists, most at time I was telling him, I haven't gotten 100 Ghana cedi as an investment in my life before. All we've had is love for my people. Then we had to flip money over and over again. So even for me to go toe to toe with them, for not all out, but at least a little, deserves some applaud, because what they have is, if your album is done, there's a budget to shoot. The same in the States. No artists have to go and find money and come and shoot. No. That is why conversations like, oh, beat on to me, no, they don't have it.
So that's what it is. The Mad King Saga talking about the issue of the music and content here in the industry. I don't know what you make of it, but well, that's the reason why we're here to all sit down and then take a critical look at the conditions, and then we'll find a solution to it eventually. Now, my name is KMJ. Welcome to the show. In the studios with me is the man George Breton, and we're having a conversation on that. Let me introduce him, and then we'll come back and then look at what issues are actually going on here in the industry. Bro, that's right. That's right. Swag. As always, it's good to see you.
Great to see you too.
And I like to play 80% music.
Unfortunately, I couldn't be suited like you.
Yeah, you're supposed to bring me. I don't know what happened.
We're on the street.
We would have been in the same shirt.
I know, we're on the street.
Yeah.
Enjoying the street.
Bro, now, there's a lot happening. There's a lot happening. Now, you people wanted some of the artists to come and talk. Now, some of them have started talking.
Yes, which is
whether
good.
they're talking in favor or not. Yesterday, DJ was here. DJ Premier was here. And he says that, first of all, the artists have lost respect for the DJs and the presenters, and so it's a no-go area. Secondly, promotion-wise, in terms of pushing our songs out there, but these artists, they're not doing it. And then thirdly, he believes that the government is not doing enough to ensure that some of these issues are solved. Now, I want to put it to you. Do you think that with all these, spoken about, and the fact that some of the artists do not even support it in the first place because they're not saying anything about it, do you think we're fighting a losing battle already?
We are never fighting a losing battle. Why do I say so? We started this campaign with the end in sight. Now, what we are seeking to achieve is that we want to one day wake up and have an industry to work with, or the industry that we represent. I've heard a lot of comments from supposed great men in our industry, which some are disheartening, but some are very cool.
Okay.
Obviously, on the field, not everybody will go against you. Some will go for you, others will go against you. So, yesterday I did listen to Sarkodie's interview, which I think he made some great comments. Now, there's one thing he said that in Nigeria they have closed their gates. They are governed by a law, so it is not easy for it to penetrate.
Exactly.
And even with him being Sarkodie, he went through a lot to be where he is. And even with him, it's not well accepted in Nigeria yet, like we have accepted the Wiz and the Daves.
The Daves, yeah.
You get me? So it is not a losing battle. We are going to fight. It wouldn't be easy. I know it wouldn't be easy, but they say, well, I want our people to believe that, listen, no matter how bad it is today, it will get better tomorrow if we come together and push it. I've spoken to DJs, I've spoken to the artists themselves, promoters, everybody that matters in this cycle, okay? Now, first and foremost, what we all need to know is that it is an ecosystem, and in this ecosystem, everybody's going to benefit. I've had a chance to deal with Nigerians, and it's fun and it's beautiful to even deal with a Nigerian manager because he carries that weight. His artist might be nobody, but because he's coming from that kind of industry, it gives him weight. Now in Sierra Leone, when we had a little conference in Sierra Leone, and I happened to be there, and the beautiful thing I saw was that, yes, we are all great people, but the kind of respect that was accorded to a certain Nigerian guy who is a sound engineer, I realized that, okay, not because of his personality, but because of who or where he's representing.
Okay. The artist is actually handling.
Thank you. And it sent a lot of messages to me. Now listen, when he's coming from Nigeria, whether he's doing good music or bad music, the fact that he's coming from the Nigerian music industry, he commands a lot of respect. Now let's take a look at the African continent as a whole. The only two great industries on this continent are South Africa and Nigeria.
That's the African continent?
Yes, on the African continent. Why are they great? Because these are people who have been governed by a law. In South Africa, your music will not be played. No, because you know what they believe? Let us grow our own. Let us grow the locals and enjoy the locals. In Nigeria,
in South Africa, get some sort of
not too much. In Nigeria, they all say, with the exception of the Whiskey, the videos, and so 1212. Like I said, they don't open. MTV base they are watching on DSTV.
Yeah.
It's not the MTV base in South Africa. No, they have DS. You understand?
Yeah.
So until we have a law that governs us, listen, the 80%, I mean, we've got a lot of people saying it's not good, we don't have good content and all this and all that. Listen, if this gate is closed, all right, let's close our gates. We'll allow only the ones who force their way to enter will enter, and that's few.
So the others would also be compelled to do quality
To do
productions.
good music.
That's what we're looking at.
We will do good music. We will do good music. Now listen, you see, the blame is not just for the artist. I'm an artist manager. I produce very good music. You take it to a DJ and he tells you, Charlie, this is your song, it'll be you, but you see, now this is the kind of music that people want. They want to dance. So give me what makes them dance. Now I go back to the studio and I said, okay, you know what? The only means of me getting money is by playing gigs. Now the DJ was going to promote my music, says he wants a party vibe. You know what? Let's do a party vibe and give them. So until the industry start paying for not just gigs, but other means, record sales and royalties and all these ones, now we begin to do good music. Now every time I give an example of a lady called Senaso, she does amazing music. Walasi, all these guys are doing amazing music. Why? Do you know why we don't hear them on radio? Because they are not giving us the kind of music that we want to dance to. Do you understand?
Yeah.
There are a lot of good musicians in Ghana, but we're not giving them the platform.
So content-wise, you believe that we have what it takes to do the 80%. Now, George, let me get back to very, very important issue for that matter. You are an artist manager, so and I think it's right that you answer to this. DJs do not really have a problem until the fact that some of them started feeling that artists themselves do not respect them. Now, this issue has been back and forth for some time now. You know, you manage artists, so you know what I'm talking about. How can we deal with that very issue of disrespect by artists and the fact that some even make money and they forget that this is where the same DJs would have made it happen for them?
You say, yes, people have issues. Even with me, there are artists who have issues with me. Okay, my artists, I get captured to call DJs to thank them because I'm there.
And they think they don't want to do it, and you are forcing them to do it.
No, they do it. They do it. I mean, I'll be there and Ketchup tell me, listen, I got a pair of shoe. I think let me give it to this DJ. Let me give. People are doing stuff, but you see, I think we are focusing on the few that are being negative. You understand? We are focusing on the few that are being negative. I know DJs who, listen, this 80% thing we are saying, I think it's just a word. You know why? These days, tell me with the exception of Whiskey and Davido, how many Nigerians are making it here? No. If I say my icon, few people are playing my icon, few people are playing the others. That should tell you that the DJs are doing a lot of work. Now, the reason we are pushing for this is to create the awareness or probably get the government to get involved. Now, when that picture is taken, then everybody will know that, okay, so this industry is actually with the government. The government is actually interested in this.
So this whole idea and pushing of 80%, it's basically for the government to get our attention. Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
And we have to do this to let the government get our attention.
Let them get our attention. When the attention is gotten, now the structures will be built. Now, you say, it isn't that we're not doing something good. The artists are doing great music. Like Sakura said yesterday, we are good, but we don't have the funds to get out there. Now, let me say this to you. A couple of years ago, that was about 2011, 12, I had a conversation with Kofi Chikata, then Kofi Chikata, I don't know whether he's still there. It was at World Bank. Now, I was asking him, how can we get our music, our culture, our entertainment out there? And he said, listen, unless you guys are able to force the government to push for this, because in Nigeria did it in 2008, 2009, they wanted to improve on with the entertainment. So they seek loan from the World Bank, which they were given about $200 million to invest in the entertainment sector. And that is what has made them who they are 10 years down the lane. You understand? Now, Ghanaians are doing amazingly well, but we are seen as individuals. We see Shatawale there, we see Stoneboy there, we see Keche there, we see these guys separately. We are not seen as a unit. So until all these elements come together to form one unit, that we will have one voice and say, listen, Mr. President or the Minister, give us some attention, help us grow.
But George, it baffles me with all the fact that Shatawala has met the president, Sarkodie has met the president, a few others have also had the opportunity to meet the minister. So they don't see all of that until we are able to now make noise that we want 80% music.
Yes.
That's what we are supposed to be doing now.
I mean,
so what's the meeting of all these guys for if they don't recognize the industry as an industry that has better prospects?
Listen, a lot of people, Shatawale went to the president as Shatawale. Sarkodie went there as Sarkodie.
So individualism is the thing that is killing us now.
That is the thing. You see, so what is killing us, like you said, individualism. How do we move as a unit? Now, before the Wizkids and the DVDs before they go to take over the world or to be known in the Western world, what happened? Nigerian artists, the Karims and all these guys had to fight.
To face DB and the like.
You know, they had to fight. These guys were in Ghana 207, 208, 209. These guys were all over here. Two-Face then was serving Tony Tatula and TikTok and Kenneth. It was actually a small boy. It was a round boy for them. But you see, he went back to Nigeria and was so scattered over there. So they got up one day and said, listen, whether our music is good or not, we are going to play it. It took them 10 years, and today we are here discussing Nigerian music. So, you know, we need to start talking about Ghana music. So in the next 10 years, that's what I'm saying is, they say, I see the end. I see, because I want to wake up one day and my daughter or probably my son or my nephew wants to be a musician, and I get so proud, or feel so proud about him that he's a musician. You understand? If the industry wasn't so connected or well built, then what's the videos wouldn't have gotten there. You know why? Because they're getting the support from all these people. They are fans to move them. Now Daka Mike is back and is doing all this
career has been revived.
It's beautiful. The music is releasing, you know. Why is he back? Because there's a governor in Port Harcourt who says, you know what, I like your kind of music. Take this money and do your thing.
And that's the push for
Yes, but in Ghana, is it happening? No.
Interestingly,
No.
most of them even mention names of governors in their songs, and they end up in the dinner with the governor and some money as well.
See,
I mean, Dice House had Otedola inviting him.
And they say what we are pushing is that a decade ago, when they Google Nigeria, the first key that comes is 419. So they Google Nigeria. Do you see what you see? The Whiskey, Davido, Jennifer. You see entertainment. They have used entertainment to redefine Nigeria. Ghana, we are, say, in terms of composition, melodies, rhythms, we are way above them. You get me? But the division is killing us. The division is killing this industry totally. I mean, I don't like Sarkodie, I don't like Wale, I don't like this, I don't like that. It's killing us. Listen, all these guys are my friends. Happily for me, I saw these guys move growing up. I was with Sarkodie back then in the studios of Adom FM with Dr. Duncan. I was with Stoneboy, with Guru. I was with all these guys. I saw the hustle. So today we are enjoying, I like it. But you see, I would like us to enjoy together. When you go to Nigeria, you see them as, okay, this boy lives there, that lives there. But there's just togetherness. You understand? If there's a concert, you see them all together. Listen, we have a problem. I know the problem we have, but I don't want us to focus too much on the problem. Let's focus on the positivities. In Ghana, I go for a concert and you see a Beam Nation here, SM here, whatever here, whatever there, whatever.
There's no what even behind the excitement that we want to see.
Even behind the stage, we're not together. So you see, it is a problem. But you see, I want us to look beyond the problem. What are we going to benefit if all these things are solved? You understand? I will make money as an artist manager. You will make money as a promoter, because you know what? Then I will have a certain fund to work with. You get me? Okay, I have fund because then if the government is able to push for us to get the fund, all I need is a very good business proposal. I will get some. I will take work. I will be able to sell my music or my artists outside Ghana. I mean, there's been countless times that people will say, it's not needed. We want to go international. Why would you close your gate? But you see, before you be recognized well out there, it depends where you're coming from. Do you know why when we see Americans, you love them so much? Because it's coming from America. What is America?
And they've been painting the picture and all that.
New York is some part of New York is as dirty as some areas in Accra.
Okay, as George Burton, speaking about American, how dirty some places are. But well, this is Ghana, where we live, so we should be focusing on here. But folks, this is what it is right here on the show. Now, don't forget that you need to be part of this conversation. It's important you do. So go on our social media pages. It's very simple. Now, when you go on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook, you can find us. It's Joy Prime Official on Instagram. When you go to Twitter, it's The Real Joy Prime. When you go on Facebook, it's Joy Prime Official. And those are places that you can follow us. Now, when you have anything you want to tell us with this, discussions and issues that we have, put it there and we'll take a look at it. You can also follow me on Instagram, Twitter, KMJ on air, and put your comments over there. Whatever it is that you want us to know, you can drop them there and we'll take a look at it. Now, let's get onto the phone lines and speak to our viewers out there. Your take is very important to us, and so yes, you can call us on 0302211698 or 99. And let me have your say here on the show. In the studio with me is the man who is in charge of the group Keche, and is from the founder of JB Interactive as well, George Mensa Britain, over here with me having the conversation. Eugenia is on. Eugenia, Adabraka is in the building.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Your place is where music resides. Back in time, 5-5, amazing talents. Talk to me.
Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, dear. Go ahead.
Please, I'm calling.
Oh, Eugenia. Can you put the TV off and let me give you a gift?
Please, I'm calling to support what the man is saying because it's like seriously nowadays Ghana.
Oh, Eugenia. Jude is on. Please, when you call me, make sure you lower the volume on your television set. Okay, so let's have a good conversation then. Hello?
Hello.
My brother, Awoshi in the building. Talk to me.
You are doing a great job this morning.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
Okay, I like what my man over there is saying. Ghanaians really don't like what we have. As I'm in my house right now, and the neighbor have been playing Nigerian music since morning.
Is he a Nigerian?
Nah, he's a Ghanaian.
Maybe he will get to the Ghana part, don't worry.
Nah, he's been playing it about 2 hours ago, and he's not even played even Patapast music.
Play yours to counter him. Open your volume louder than his.
I just want you to go to his room and tell him that if he can't play
boy.
he should even start up the machines.
Anyway, all right, my brother. Many thanks for your thought on that. All right, hello, good afternoon.
Yo, KMG.
Yes, boss. Your name, where are you calling from, sir?
Yeah, my name is Foster, calling from Eastern Region, part of Eastern Region.
Okay, the Eastern Region is in the building. Go ahead and talk to me, bro.
Yeah, KMG, I really support what George is saying over there.
Yeah.
I really support it. But one thing is today, and he just did something that he's different. I want you to tell him. It's like he's afraid of Shatawali, always.
For real?
Yeah, he's afraid of Shatawali.
You listened to the interview. What was it that you felt a bit, uneasy about, and the fact that you're saying he's afraid of?
You see, when the guy comes to stations, I think the way he speaks is very bad. It's very, very bad. You see,
Okay.
the Don doesn't. You don't really see anybody. You don't talk straightforward.
Okay, bro.
Totally dusty. You don't like that.
I hear. He will get it. Don't worry. Yeah. We all good.
Everybody.
Issues today. Hello. Amma inside Taifa. Amma, talk to me.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing, Amma?
I'm fine.
Good.
Please, I want to support what George Breton is saying.
Okay.
And then I like his hair that he's wearing.
You like the shirt he's wearing. We're going to have a lot of them come out very soon, so you grab yours. All right, so you can also call us. Let us know what you think. If you want any of the T-shirts, get in touch with George Breton on social media and get yours. Let's all spread it, okay? That's the conversation we're having over here. 80% Ghanaian music is what we're all talking about. Is it possible? Are we fighting a losing battle? Are we going to get there? Eastern Region again. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yes, boss. Your name, where are you calling from, sir?
I'm calling from Eastern Region.
Your name? Okay. Go ahead. Oh, boy. I think I lost him over there. Hello, George. Okay, my brother, let's have a conversation over here. I thought it was another George over there.
All right.
So now it looks like people are supporting you. Are you happy about this?
Yeah, we'll win elections.
Because initially you guys thought the Ghanaians do not even
we'll
support.
win elections.
Oh,
you see, I think what we are preaching is peace. What we are preaching is that one day we all be proud of ourselves. You see, Nigerians are powerful because they are part of Nigeria.
No, not to catch you. Some people think that you're hating on Nigerians. That aspect too. How do you do it?
It is great you brought this up. I had
Okay, give me a minute to do this. Skipper, inside Techiman.
Yeah, hello.
Bro, talk to me.
Yeah, I'm just calling to encourage George Breton on his campaign. George Breton, I just appreciate what he's doing.
Okay.
And then as the managerial board of the, the artists, there should be more of, discipline for their artists. The management should discipline the artists in such a way that they give them some rule of conduct, you understand?
Okay.
That they should be doing this outside and this inside the premises. Like they should respect others.
Okay.
You see, these our Ghanaian artists are so pompous and so proud because of their new cars and their new shirts, their new wristwatches. You get me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll just tell George, he's a senior man, and as he's doing it, he should do it all across with the friends and all others, and talk to them. You see, those Sarkodis and others, they are so proud and arrogant when it comes to, dashing out their money and.
Okay. All right, my brother. Your point is well, man. Many thanks for your call. Emmanuel is from Dodo. Emmanuel.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. God is with us. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, please. I really like the idea. Okay, I'm really enjoying this because the things are happening in Ghana. People are destroying our music. We have to rise.
Okay. All right. So the time is now. That will be all for.
Okay,
so yeah, on the hating of Nigerians, that's what we'll wrap it up with.
I've actually gotten a call from Nigeria to ask me, is it because of what happened a few days ago?
When
That's
the
why.
xylophone concert.
They said no. I go to Nigeria very often. They are my friends. I love them. They love us. You say, but they say they have been able to protect their own. We also need to protect our own.
Okay.
We need to grow Ghana. You see, we are doing for music. Let somebody get up and do for agriculture. You know, it's sad that we say in this country and all we eat is Chinese and all this Malaysian rice. But meanwhile, there are people growing rice in Ghana. So just imagine all these Ghana jollof things we're eating Ghanaian rice. The farmers would have made a lot of money. Just like Nigeria, when you go to Nigeria, 1 grain of rice is like this, but they still eat it. So until we believe that there's something good in Ghana, we will not enjoy this. I'm cool with Nigerians. I speak to them. Even I think I've done about 4 radio interviews of Beats, Metro FM, and all these guys. And they've asked me, and I tell them the same thing. Listen, you see, you guys came down here to study from us, and now we are studying from you. You've been able to close your gates. You've been able to enforce the laws in Nigeria, and now it is working perfectly for you. Yes, Ghanaians want to do the same. Okay, we want to do the same. We want to win. It's, when you go outside Ghana, when you go outside Ghana, and you're seen as a black man, the first question they ask you, are you a Nigerian?
Oh,
I'm telling you.
So it's supposed to be, are you a Ghanaian?
You see, the worst thing is, especially when you mention music. No, I'm an artist manager, artist.
Yeah.
Is it Wizkid?
Oh.
Yeah. So you see, we are dead out there. We can sit here and make all the noise and kings and queens, but you see, out there we are not in existence. We are dead and gone. You know.
But the focus seems to be in Nigeria. What about the other African countries? Kenya is doing very good with regards to music. Why we not? Or because they are not penetrating that much?
No, because Nigeria is an example. The world. Listen to all these media houses in Europe and America. When they're talking about African music, they talk about Nigeria. You know why? Because these people have been able to build their industry very solid. Okay? The Nigerian accent is not even easy for the whites to catch up. Ghanaians, we have that accent. All right, so
George, they're penetrating in Kenya, Tanzania, and all that. Are they also complaining?
Yes. Everybody's complaining about Nigeria.
Really?
Everybody's complaining.
So it's not just about us.
Do you know why everybody's complaining? It's because Nigerians will come to you, but you can't go to them. No, you can't go to them.
Okay.
Nigerian musicians will move into your territory, do all sort of things they want to do. But when you go there, they will say no to you. Listen, it's not that we don't go for all these media tours that people say Ghanaians don't move. You move. In Nigeria, you come with your music. The music don't stay there.
I had it happen to JFJ.
Yes.
You went with Kaki and nothing.
I took Eche to radio tour and all this. When you leave, you leave with your music. Nobody will keep your music to play. No, because you know what? They believe they have a lot of content there to feed their people. We have the content. There are 1,001 artists in Ghana. You see, we need rules and regulations to govern this music. When we have them, the artists, oh boy. If you don't, next year, Kwame Eugene Kidi can promise, God forbid, they'll come down. Other two will go, they'll come down. And it's going to be like that until we wake up one day, we are all fans, no artists.
All right, so folks, yesterday on CNN, I was watching the documentary on Colombian movies. It's amazing the government support that actually they mentioned. And I was like, yes. Now I understand why Colombians make very good movies, you know, with all the barons and you see them and your mind is blowing up and all of that. But we can also do the same here in Ghana. I mean, we're talking about music that, yes, we have movies also having very serious challenge here in Ghana. Folks, that'll be all. George, many thanks for coming through. I appreciate the support and everything. You've been amazing.
Thank you.
And I wish you well. I hope that you succeed with this.
I wish you well too.
All right, so until when we come back again sometime tomorrow here on Showbiz Now. It's been a wonderful experience with you. Many thanks to the production team and to you for always watching and making us #1. Keep watching and tell your friends about it. My name is KMJ. I was born to talk. As always, you better stay beautiful. See you tomorrow.